Okay, good morning, everybody. Happy Valentine's Day. My name's Samantha I'm with Melco's application team. And is it working? Well, it says I'm streaming, so I assume so. All right, so I'm with Melco's application team, and this is our Design Shop Talk, which we're trying to have on a weekly basis to answer any questions you might have about Design Shop, pretty much whatever you want to talk about. I only have a few questions that were sent in today, so if you have others, please type them in and we'll get those answered. You can also send them over to applications@melco.com and you can find them there. So, or you can send them there and we'll get them and we'll add them to the list, or if it's something that doesn't really warrant if we need a direct answer right away, we'll go ahead and email you back there. So, for the questions for today, some of them we had. This one was long. I'll leave it up there if anyone wants to read it. But basically, the question was, when I open a file and I want to save it off, it's not remembering the different folders so that it came from, and it's saving them into different areas. Is there a way to, make it know where it's going to save back in the correct place? Currently, no. It's been added to the feature list, so they'll work on hopefully adding that as something to include in future updates. So we'll see how that goes, but currently that's not a feature within Design Shop. Okay. So another question we had was, can you show us how to embroider on a karate belt? Is there any special settings we need? Well, so karate belts are pretty thick, right? So Mike and Scott did a video back last March, actually, almost a little under a year ago. And I put the link here. Also, where you asked the question, I did post the link for you so you have it directly. But they did a whole Facebook Live on how to do that. It's also on Melco's YouTube channel. So take a look at that. But basically, it's a thicker material. I've done them using Mighty Hoops, just stretched it across. If you have the clamps, those are perfect. You can clamp it on one side, pull it across, clamp it down. And then it's just a matter of making sure you have your text positioned correct and have your presser foot up a little bit and, adjust your active feed so that it feeds more thread to be able to go through it all. Okay. Another question that came across was, I have two machines, but I haven't been able to do stuff on one and then use another for another job. Something freezes. What could I be doing wrong? Honestly, I don't know. I run 9 machines here, and I have not seen that issue myself. I've got 4 on one computer, 3 on another, 2 on another. So and we run them all day long using different things. So I would suggest calling Melco Tech Support and seeing if they can troubleshoot that for you. All right. Another one was, do window updates make any difference on how Design Pro performs? So anytime Windows decides to do an update, of course, any program, not just Design Shop, but any program installed on that machine can change performance. All right. So one thing to be aware of, when Windows does an update, a lot of times there are video driver updates that come along with it. So if you notice something going on, I would go and check your video card and make sure all the drivers are up to date, and with that, Windows update didn't actually come up. A video card, the drivers for your video card might need to be updated. So that would be kind of the number one thing I would look at. But if there's a specific issue you're having problems with, be sure to call tech support, and so that they can either add it as a, help you solve your specific issue. If it's something that would affect more people, they can, of course, get with engineering and make sure it gets on an appropriate list to be updated. All right. So 2 others that we got were, how do we get a PDF of all the fonts, and how do I use special characters on those fonts? All right, so let's look at those. So those are actually Design Shop questions. So I'm going to go start Design Shop. And let's see. So let's start with the fonts. So if I go and type out a font, just all I did was click on the lettering, clicked on the screen, type something. You don't actually have to do that to create this. I just did it so I'd have something to double click on. And that brings up my object property box. All right. Notice up here, it'll say print selected or print all. All right. You can also see in your drop down, this is where all your code sheets are. And remember, these code sheets are these little fly out boxes that show you what characters are included in the font. So for instance, this one right here has all capital letters. Oops, let's try that again. Let's pick another. All right. So this one here has capital letters, lowercase letters, and then a few numbers and special characters. However, it doesn't have the fonts that have the dots over it or the accent keys or anything like that. So if you're trying to write something out that has some of these special characters that you'll see, for instance, here. Oh, good grief. I'm sorry. My mouse is deciding to act completely psychotic. So let's try that again. Let me find one. All right, there, I'm going to hold the mouse still. Children's Lab. So you'll see it's got the A's with the dots over it, the accents, all the different special characters. So that was the second half of the question. How do I get those characters to be able to use them? Okay, so first off, you have to choose a font that actually has it. So if I'm trying to use an N with the squiggle over the top, I wouldn't want to use this font because it doesn't include it. I'd want to go find a font that actually has it. So let's try Children's Lab. All right, so I'm just going to change it to that. So to print the fonts, backing up half a second, right here I say print all. It'll give you a warning that it's going to print 187 pages. Do you really want to do that? I'm going to say yes. I have a Adobe PDF Writer installed, so I'm just going to do that. And what that will do is allow me to save this off. Yeah. That's a PDF file. All right. And it's a lot of pages that it's printing out, so it does take half a minute to do. And when it completes, you'll actually get a PDF file that has all of your fonts in there, all those code sheets, so that you can use them for your customers to look through if you want to print them out, make a book so that they can choose their fonts, things like that. So let's see, where did it go? There it is. All right, so this is what printed out. So I've got all my fonts printed. It gives me all the previews of it, my suggested minimum and maximum heights, any of the characters, special characters that are included or not included. Like you can see these have the umlauts and the accents over it. So, you know, you can flip through those. Now, to use those special characters, you need to use the Windows character map. So if you click on, all right, I just started doing it rather than showing you. Down under Windows, they usually have this type to search. I just type character map, start typing it, and it usually pops up. So if I click on that, over here, you can see all the different characters. So let's say I want the E with the double dots. So if I select it, I can copy it. And then when I go to DesignShop, I can paste it and apply, and voila, there it is. Because this font has it, it will put it in there. So if I need a different one, I can go get, let's say that one, select, I'm going to copy it. I don't even know if this is included in the font, but I'm going to put it. All right, so that one's not included, so that one's too strange. But you'd find a font that has the character you're wanting, and it will put it in there for you. Okay. So I don't see any questions typed in. I'm not quite sure why. It says I'm streaming. Hopefully it did. And I know today everyone's a little bit distracted, I think, with the holiday. So I hope everyone has a great day. Type in your questions. We'll check on them, add them to next week, send them to applications@melco.com. You know, we want you to be successful with this and have fun digitizing. So be sure to send in any questions you might have, and we'll try to get them answered for you. All right. Again, my name is Samantha, and I'm with Melco's Applications team. All right. Well, you guys have a wonderful day. I'm sorry this is short. I don't see any questions typed in. I'll check one more time. Nope, I don't see anything. All right. Well, you guys have a great afternoon, and I'll talk to you next time. All right. Bye. Oh, that's the wrong one.